Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage.
And the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just plowing down the field. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Past the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got 50 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Your eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! He gets it in! Tech.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. With jet sweep pass. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Oh, he wants it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like, he's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Bulldogs. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
At the 18-yard line. Brings up second down.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Picks up 1. Brings up third down.
On the
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
You talk about setting the tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Inside the 40. All kinds of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's in for the touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 11 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Drills him with a stiff arm. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's reverse. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment...
Oh, look out! He's at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
At the 9-yard line. 1st
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
Brings up second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.